again with the Cosmic Brothers, huh? We let the cameraman choose the music, huh? He likes the Cosmic Brothers, huh? Hey, you like peyote too, I bet, huh? Little ayahuasca, huh? It's pretty spacey, huh? Okay, enough with that, huh? Turn it off, huh? Turn it off. That's better, huh? The Cosmic Brothers, huh? You might want to make a little special tea when you listen to them, eh? Smoke the special cigarettes, eh? Anyway, welcome once again to FNN, Freedom News Nation, eh? Anyway, I see that Dick Cheney has been running around the Middle East, beating the war drums for an attack against Iran. Yeah, we haven't even finished his other two wars yet, eh? Hey, knuckleheads. And this comes right on the heels of the so-called retirement of Admiral William Fallon, head of the U.S. Central Command, the one person in the military or Pentagon standing between the White House and a war with Iran, And he has resigned, The resignation of an admiral during wartime, I don't think so, The resignation of an admiral whom it has been said would rather resign than go to war with Iran, Can you knuckleheads add up 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, You idiots. And suddenly we have Dick Cheney feasting with the Saudi king and his ministers, Fishing with the Sultan, You idiots, And then presto, the very next day, one of the Saudi kingdom's leading newspapers reports that the Saudi Shura Council, the elite group that sets into motion the decisions of the autocratic inner circle, is preparing national plans to deal with any sudden nuclear and radioactive hazards that may affect the kingdom following experts' warnings of possible attack on Iran's Bushehr nuclear reactors. This is what they are reporting the day after the Dick was meeting with the king and his ministers, Again, I ask you, can you knuckleheads add 2 plus 2, Can you tear yourselves away from your boob tube and cheeseburgers long enough to get your calculators and add 2 plus 2, You imbeciles, Don't you get it, my American knuckleheads? These bastards don't care about what you think, And when Dick Cheney was recently asked what he thought of the fact that 2/3 of Americans no longer supported the war in Iraq, the Dick replied, "So?" And let's listen to the tape of him. Put the tape on, Put the tape on of Dick Cheney,
2/3 of Americans say it's not worth fighting.
So?
Does that finally make it sink in that these blood-drinking satanic reptilian bastards don't care about you? So this lizard buzzes around the Mideast claiming Iran is heavily involved in developing a nuclear bomb because they are enriching uranium, But the truth is, weapons-grade uranium is enriched to concentrations of 80 to 90%, And yet, according to the latest International Atomic Energy Report, Iran currently enriches uranium at concentrations of less than 3.8%, which is the amount necessary for creating fuel for energy, Just as the Iranians claim. And nevertheless, the Dick goes on claiming that they are a breath away from nuclear weapons and the dreaded mushroom cloud, You know the cloud. The same one that was 45 minutes away from being unleashed by Saddam Hussein, Yet it is more likely that America will use nuclear weapons, Bush has demanded and received permission to use what are called nuclear bunker busters in Iran, In a preemptive strike, Is everybody insane, A bunker buster, Like it's some cute scene on TV, handy helper, Has everyone gone insane? Bunker busters? What the hell is a nuclear bunker buster, Does anybody out there know what a bunker buster is, What's that? A bomb? Of course it's a bomb, you idiot! You knuckleheads! Give me the Tony the Time Traveler phone, Give me that phone, Give me that phone there, let me call Tony, You idiots! A bomb! What are you, knucklehead? Of course it's a bomb, Tony, the Time Traveler, Let me call Tony.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Tony! Tony the time traveler, huh? It is Frenchie, huh? I guess that's pretty obvious, huh?
What's up?
Hey, boy, what are you doing, huh? You with Nefertiti, rubbing oil?
Ixnay on the Nefertiti now.
What?
What do you mean Nefertiti? What are you talking about, Nefertiti?
That's not what it says, Frenchie.
What are you Nefertiti? What are you saying?
Oh, no, like...
Uh-oh. I think I got him in trouble. I don't think he was with Nefertiti. He told me he was on speakerphone, and then I heard yelling. Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Oh!
Hey, Tony!
Hey, Frenchie!
Sorry about the,
No worries, Frenchie. I traveled back in time and remedied the situation.
You're kidding. But I just called you, and,
Different timeline, Frenchie. Everything's fine. Your call never got through.
I'm never going to get used to this.
So what's up, Frenchie? Nuclear bunker busters?
You really are starting to drive me crazy, huh, Tony?
I loved your line about as seen on TV.
So what are they, Tony, huh?
Well, they're certainly not handy housewife helpers, I'll tell you that. They're nuclear nightmares. They're designed to penetrate soil, rock, and concrete, which is why they are also known as EPWs, Earth-Penetrating Weapons. In theory, their radioactive nuclear fallout would be reduced from that of a standard airburst nuclear weapon. Amazing how they'll sell the idea that less radioactive nuclear fallout than a normal mushroom cloud explosion is somehow okay. Idiots. It's still radioactive nuclear fallout, people. Firing a nuclear bunker buster will vaporize hundreds of thousands of tons of earth, water, and rock, and send the radioactive vapor downwind to kill and sicken whole populations. Cancers and disease will become more rampant, Frenchie. The land affected in the area and downwind will remain contaminated and unusable for generations. Let's put it this way. You remember Chernobyl? Well, Chernobyl and an extensive part of the surrounding area is uninhabitable for an estimated 300 to 600 years. The fallout from Chernobyl contaminated food and livestock around Europe, and also in Scandinavia, and the radiation is still traceable in the earth and living creatures, Frenchie. And Chernobyl wasn't even an explosion. It was just a very hot fire and a nuclear fuel. And look at all the damage it caused. So it doesn't matter how much less radiation a bunk buster will create. It's still nuclear radiation, and it'll be a nuclear nightmare, Frenchie. A nightmare.
Oh my God, Tony, this is frightening. Yet the imbecile Bush actually thinks about the nuclear option, and a preemptive strike yet, It is madness, What is wrong with everyone? What can we do, Tony, Even if the Americans impeach this idiot, they will give a wink and a nod to Israel to do their dirty work for them, It is crazy,
It is. And as I've said before, in my humble opinion, the only way to fight the evils of war and hate and fear and anger is with the frequency of love. And speaking of love, I got a date with Aphrodite. It's going to be great. See you, Frenchie. I'm going to go catch a buzz.
Wow, I envy that wacko, Anyway, I like the idea of love, I think I'll go call my Sherry, El Cialis, if you know what I mean, All you need is love. All you need is to see Alice. Do.